Hey everybody, welcome back. We finally got a beautiful day here in South Louisiana where it's not raining. It's been raining for weeks. But today we're going to be smoking some baby back ribs. I got the pit all set up. We're going to be smoking a little bit of charcoal and pecan wood. I got my water pan there to keep everything nice and moist. So let's get to it. Okay, so I got the fire going. Got a nice little piece of pecan there working its way through. It should take us maybe 30 or 40 minutes to get the firebox just right, get the pit up to temp, and I'm going to work on getting the ribs ready. I'm trying something a little new today, so instead of pulling the membrane off, I'm just going to go ahead and score it in a diamond pattern, and we'll see what happens. I'm just going in with a yellow mustard binder and then a Weber dry rub barbecue seasoning. Very good seasoning. I'll drop it in the link below so you can check that out. All right, I got the firebox where it needs to be. A nice stack of coals. Pit is ready, so let's go ahead and get our ribs in position, and we will start smoking. So I smoke a lot of spare ribs. Maybe you guys can tell me, are baby back ribs normally this long, or the racks normally super long? Because I would try to go in vertically with these and just stack them. But I can't. I mean, they're so long, they go all the way across. I'll give that one a quick flip. Try to keep the thicker end towards the heat. And, I don't want to burn the thinner sides. All right, so I'm expecting to probably have to throw a little more wood on halfway through the cook. So I'm going to throw up my bricks here, just to kind of help block the heat and prevent those ribs from burning. All right, so we're just about ready. I'm going to give these a quick test, just kind of make sure they don't touch in the back. I think I need to adjust them just a little bit, and then we'll be ready to go. So I'm just going to pull them closer to the front. I don't like when they touch in the back, and I have my smokestack is back there, so it's going to be a little extra heat. So I like to protect them as much as possible. All right, I think that'll do. Let's check on Crosby, see what he's up to. Hey, Crosby. He is just chilling out. We're grilling today. Are we smoking? We gonna get some ribs? You want some rib meat? No, you want steak. He's mad because he's not getting the steak. We're doing baby back ribs, bud. Alright, so it's been just about an hour. I got my spritz ready. I've got a little water and apple cider vinegar. I want to keep it as moist as possible here because I don't want to dry out my ribs. So again, I got the water pan down below, and then I've got my spray bottle here. So let's go ahead and give these a bit of a spritz. We'll reposition the wood a little bit because it's on the higher end. We're running about 380 right now, between 280 and 300. So I want it to drop just a bit, maybe 265, 270. So I'm going to reposition that wood, try to get it further to the left, and then we'll close this bad boy up and let it keep going. I'm heading for, or aiming for about 4 to 4.5 hours. So they're looking pretty good. Eventually we may move them down to the bottom, but we'll see. All right, I think that spritz will do. I think we've added enough moisture, so we're going to go ahead and get these pushed back in, continue to cook for a few more hours. Man, it's smelling really good. All right, so we're at about 3 hours in. I had about 2.5 hours in, I decided to move them down to the bottom just because I wanted to protect them from the heat. We were bouncing around again between that 275, 300, so I didn't want them to burn. There's a little bit of charring, but we're still in pretty good shape. And so I think it's time to wrap. I put a little spritz on them now. I got my paper laid out, and we'll go ahead and wrap them and get everything back in for about another hour and a half. Ooh-wee, look how pretty. Not too bad. We're on the right track, guys. Beautiful color. Time to wrap. All right, so I got my butcher paper all laid out. I've got 2 rounds, two sets here, because again, I'm going to wrap both of them. And I've sprayed the paper with a little bit of my spritz mixture. Again, it's just half water, half apple cider vinegar. I've also sprayed the ribs. So as soon as I throw them on there, look at that color. So beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and wrap them and get them back on there. I don't want them off too long. I don't want to lose any heat, or I want to lose as little heat as possible. So again, that's why I pre-sprayed everything, so we can just rapid roll and get them back on. So here we go. All right, I guess we could use a little more spritz. So we'll get this spritzed up and then we'll work on the next rack. Yeah, the last thing you want are some dry ribs, so it's important just to kind of keep everything nice and wet and keep the ribs from drying out. All right, all set. Let's get this rack on there. We can get this closed back up, and we're just about done. Maybe another hour and a half, and we'll be ready to eat. Taste test. Firebox is still looking good. We're maintaining heat. Won't be too hard to climb back up to about the 265 range. I wouldn't even be mad if we went to 280. So we'll see what happens. Moving on. A little extra spritz here. Alright, so it's been about an hour. The fire's calmed down quite a bit. We still have a pretty nice coal bed down below. And that large piece of pecan there you see is definitely still on fire because we're holding at about 265. I just want to give the ribs a little bit of a spritz, keep that paper nice and wet. Still got plenty of water down below in the water pan. And like I said, I want to keep this paper as wet as possible. Keep any of that moisture in, get those ribs fall off the bone. I don't think we're far off here. I'm going to go maybe another 30 minutes and then we'll pull these off. It smells incredible. I cannot wait to eat these ribs. All right, folks, the cook has come to an end. It's time to get these beautiful baby back ribs off. We're going to let them sit for a little bit, and then we'll get to unwrapping them and doing our taste test. Super excited about this. Again, I cook a lot of spare ribs. It's the first time I've really smoked baby back ribs, so super interested to see how they came out. Hopefully fall off the bone. I'm really impressed how well my pit performed today. You know, I only went through about 2.5 pieces of pecan there in the bottom. Held about 265 most of the cook for about 4.5 hours. And yeah, just a delight to cook with. Not a lot of babysitting and just a beautiful thing. So hopefully the ribs turn out great, but let's get to that taste test. Let's get inside. All right, we got the baby back ribs off the pit. Let's see what we got. It's been a 4.5 hour cook at about 265. Not too bad. Still a lot of juice in here. Let's see if I can just cut right into these instead. Don't want to make a mess all over my table. Ooh, it smells incredible. See if I can do this without making a mess. They kind of fall apart. A little fall apart. I'm excited. Look at that. I mean, it's the end bone, but it came right out. Let's see what we got. That's a beautiful color. I went in with just a simple mustard binder, and I went in with the Weber's barbecue dry rub seasoning. One of my favorites. Look at that, just completely pull apart, as they should be. Ooh. Wow. That barbecue flavor comes right out. That pecan smoke, super light, but definitely there, adding to the flavor. And look at that, right off the bone. You can't beat it. Fall apart. One of my favorite rubs. It's got a little bit of sweetness in there and definitely some spice. Not hot, not heat, but some really nice spice. Well, I've always cooked spare ribs, and they always come out great. And I said, let me try baby back ribs this time. I rarely, or I think I've cooked them once a long time ago. And some of my brothers like to cook them, so I said, let me try. Sure enough, came out great. Again, another bone. Can't beat it. All right, well, hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, comments, just add them down below. I appreciate the follow if you haven't followed already. And I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be so long in between, but I'm back at it. All right, guys. Peace. See y'all later. Come here, Cross. Come here. Up, up, up. Ready? All right, Crosby's got to get his. That's smoking.